Okay, my wife requested a second latte today, so let's make a latte and a cortado. Let's go ahead and make a little pour over too. Morning. What's up, guys? So this is the second roast that I've made of my blend. I'm putting 40% Brazilian coffee, 40% Kenyan, and 20% Sumatra. So far, I've been enjoying it. Been tasting it as espresso and pour over. Yeah, for each individual coffee, you will need to dial it in specifically for what is going to work for that coffee. So if you're making it in an espresso machine, you will have to play around with it. And then you'll need to regularly clean your machine or replace the gaskets or different stuff like that in order to make sure that it's performing up to par. So there's a latte and a cortado. Then let's make a pour over real quick. So I'll change the setting on here. It's on this side. That way I can do it manually. I am much more of an espresso guy, but one of the benefits of pour over is that you can get a lot more of the nuances of the different flavors in the coffee. So as I'm roasting my own coffee, I'm going to try to test it as pour over in order to get a little bit more of the nuances so that I can learn and continue to improve my coffee. Some of you might be wondering why I am using a hand grinder when I have this fancy coffee grinder in front of me. And I love the Eureka Mignon Zero, but one of the problems with it is that this dial here, it's very hard to get back to exactly where you were. So it's really not like an all-purpose grinder, because if I switched it to do filter coffee, it would take me a while to get back to where I have it for espresso. So and while I was trying to find a good grinder for my espresso, I actually used this grinder for my espresso for a while. That was definitely a workout. Very affordable for espresso. There's the what is it? Brazada, something like that, and it's like $200. That's probably the cheapest that you can go for espresso, unless you're willing to do a hand grinder. So this one is an all-purpose hand grinder. The One Espresso. I can't remember which model it is, but they have a whole bunch. They have a whole line, but that one, it does pour over and espresso, so it's a little bit more. And so I think it was like $285. But they have ones that specialize in pour over or specialize in espresso, and you can get them closer to like $150, and they're really good. They are really good grinders, but it is a workout when you're going like this, and you're especially for espresso, it's a very big workout using those. So here I'm going to use the 60 by 4. So I put in 15 grams for the pour over, and then you just do like 4 pours of about 60 grams. When it comes down to the bottom, you just add another 60. So it's very easy. It won the barista championship for pour over one year. I can't remember the barista's name, but it's a very simple recipe, and it produces a very clean cup of coffee. So it's one that you don't have to do as much math. In general, for pour over, you want to have it's like a 1 to 15 or a 1 to 17 ratio. depending on the coffee that you're brewing. So 60 times 4, 240, 15. So 240 divided by 15, that's going to get you about a 1 to a 15 ratio. So every time it's coming down, I'm just going in a circular motion, adding 60 more. So that's our third pour. So we're up to 180 roundabout. And so we'll have one more pour and then we'll finish at about 3 minutes. But I started the timer a little bit late, so I think it's like 10 to 20 seconds late. So hopefully we'll finish like at 240. There we go. So that's pulling down. Let's just clean this up. Never leave an espresso puck in there. That's like not good for your machine, and it'll leave a residual taste in there. Okay, that's pretty much done. We're at the 3 minutes. And there you go. Fresh pour over, latte for my wife and a cortado for myself. Cheers, everyone. Enjoy your coffee and have a good day.